What is happening, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Project, coming to you live, breaking out this upcoming DraftKings Week 1 Fantasy Football slate. Before we begin, like when home though, definitely subscribe. I'm doing this on my couch. I'm watching the Women's US Open quarterfinals. I love the game of tennis. Like I said, I like watching it. But we're here for NFL. That's what y'all are here for. That's what y'all are here to listen about. So I'm excited. I am definitely excited. The Thursday Night Football Showdown video is already out. Definitely be sure to check that out. I had a special guest on the show. It was fun breaking it down with him. I'll have an article for it, and I'll have an article for Fantasy Face Off for the Thursday Night Football slate. So stay tuned for those. But 13 games. Here we go. We're going to start position by position, and then we'll kind of go over team by team, whenever I kind of want to dig into it a little bit more. But Lamar Jackson up top, 8,000. I love his upside. It's hard to not love him. It's the problem is it's Houston. I know we talk about blowout potential, but Lamar Jackson should have his way, especially in the run game. I like his upside at 8,000. He's going to be one of my favorite plays to look at. Jalen Hurts, I'm much rather go to Lamar Jackson personally, but you have a pivot in Justin Fields also. I'm excited to see the GM Moore connection. Joe Burrow's fully healthy, but it's Cleveland. That's what worries me. And then Justin Herbert, 6'9". It's a very high total game. He's going to be chalky. I like him and Tua. Trevor Lawrence, I'm much rather go to Tua or Herbert. And then kind of looking down a little bit more, the the chalky option is going to be Sam Howell, 4.9. I love his cheap price tag. If there's no Terry McLaurin, that gives you another cheap receivers to look at. In Dotson, I like the upside of Sam Howell. I think this is going to be a good year for him personally. So like again, kind of digging into Sam Howell, I like his upside at 4.9 if you want to go cheap. But anybody else down here cheap wise, I'm not really going to look at. Like Tannehill, Pickett. I don't really want to pick it against San Fran. Derek Carr, I wouldn't mind at 5.3. But again, you have a Sam Howell down there. I'm not really playing the rookie quarterbacks right now. I want to see how they do. And then I'm not playing Dobbs down here. But say, what is Dobbs here priced at? 4.6. How much are they go to Sam Howell? But again, quarterback, I think you pay up for Lamar. You can go to the mid range with Tua, with Herbert, possibly Fields. And then I would go all the way down to Derek Carr or Sam Howell at quarterback. But running back, this is where it gets fun. So I need a drink. CMC 8.7. They are already talking about not running him for the full game, meaning that he's going to see some of the snaps split. So at 8.7, I'm much rather go to a Nick Chubb without a Kareem Hunt. Bijan 8,000. I want to see his workload first. Austin Eckler, we know Austin Eckler's always a force in the receiving options. I'm not really playing Stevenson. I'm not really playing Joe Mixon. Etienne, I wouldn't mind at 6.9. Dobbins, I want to see his workload also in that backfield. Madison, I want to see how he does first. Also, again, this is a lot of unknowns. Week ones, there's a lot of variables because we don't know what to expect. That's the issue. Najee Harris, I'm not really playing him at 6.1. I'm much rather play Jermichael, or I would much rather play Warren, Jalen Warren. Yeah, I'm much rather go to him at 4.6. But continuing with running back, Derrick Henry, 7.8. It's okay to me. If I'm going to spin down, I think at running back, I much rather go to the Moster at 5.4. I much rather go to Jamal Williams at 5.1. I wouldn't mind playing Robertson or Gibson in that matchup against Arizona. Again, there's Deion Jackson at 4.1. So again, I'm going to spin down at running back and I'm going to pay up at receiver. That's kind of my game plan. If I'm going to spend up to be different at running back, it's going to be Nick Chubb. But again, I'd much rather go to these guys like Deion Jackson, Jamal Williams, Gibson, Robinson. I don't know what the Eagles' backfield's going to look at with DeAndre Swift, with Kenny Gainwell. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. So, talk about receivers. Justin Jefferson, the clear-cut number one option, obviously at 8.8. There's no Cooper Kupp. We got that news today. So that's going to open up a lot on the Rams. But Tyreek Hill is going to be a good matchup with Tua. Jamar Chase, 8.1. We know he's always in play. Devontae Adams, I'm not really trusting the quarterback situation. AJ Brown, I'm much of the drop down to a Jalen Waddle in a better game environment. DeAndre Hopkins is 40 years old. I don't know what to expect out of him yet. I do like DK Metcalf, but Jason is playing, so keep that in mind. Olave is good at 6'5". I like that a ton in that matchup. Scary Terry, we don't know what to expect with him. So kind of going to what I was going to plan on doing was going to the team. I'd like me some Dobson at 5,000. I like me some Curtis Samuel at 4.2. Those are cheap options to easily go to. And then to talk about Denver, I saw Jerry Jeudy. Yeah. To talk about Denver, Marvin Mims Jr. is 3,000 for a cheap option you can easily go to. I like that a ton. But don't count out Cortland Sutton either, 5.2. Keep that in mind. Where was I? Tyler Lockett 6.7. Ridley, I like at 6.5. I think he's going to be different. The Green Bay news. So Dobbs and Watson did not practice today. So that's going to leave Reed. I like Reed a ton at 3,000. This receiver room is going to be wide open for Green Bay. So if you want to pay down, go ahead. Deontay Johnson stands out at 5.3, even though the matchup is not the greatest. I'm not playing Juju on New England. I'm not touching New England receivers. Van Jefferson at 4.7 is going to open up a ton. And then Puka. Where's the Rams? Puka, 3,000. Cheap. Cheap. So that's definitely an option to look forward to. Who else stood out to me? Nico Collins, 4.7. He seemed to be one of CJ Stroud's favorite targets. That's what I'm kind of looking at. Tight end. Let's go to it. I think Mark Andrews is going to play. I think George Kittle is going to sit out. I like Tyler Higbee though a ton at 4.8. With no Cooper Kupp, the target's going to flow to him. He's the vet on the team, so I like him a ton. Dalton Schultz seemed to be one of Stroud's favorite targets. I like that. Pat Freiermuth 4.1, not a bad matchup, or not the greatest of matchups, but I don't mind it. Irv Smith, cheap. Logan Thomas 3.2 is cheap. He seemed to be healthy, so I wouldn't mind going to him or going to a Luke Musgrave if everybody's out on the team at 2.9. Keep it simple at tight end. Like I said, keep it simple. Simple. Defenses, I'm not going to really tell you what to do on defenses. That's pretty much a play at your own risk. But yeah, it's a quick breakdown of the slate for week 1. I'm excited. But again, thank you for tuning in. It was a great save rest tonight, everybody. Have a good one.